Welcome back to the Plastic Bag. Today we're going to be talking about microplastics. We're actually going to be diving into microplastics. I'm joined here with me, Grayson. We got Zach, Hudson, and Chris. Hudson's going to be starting off today. Hudson, get it off, man.
Yeah, so microplastics, those tiny pieces of plastic less than 5 millimeters long,
Super small.
are ubiquitous in our environment. They come from a variety of sources, including the breakdown of larger plastic items, microbeads in personal care products, and fibers from synthetic clothing.
Okay. Despite their small size, it's like super tiny, microplastics pose a significant threat to the environment. They can enter water of body waters, while soil and even the air, spreading far and super duper duper uber wide. Marine life often mistakes them for food, leading to indigestion and potential harm to the environment.
I'd like to say that some studies suggest that they can also affect human health, and these can accumulate in our bodies over time. And they could cause inflammation and other health issues, and also the chemicals in plastics, such as phthalates and bisphenol. They can leach into our food and water that increase health risks, and this is very important because kids that are eating food that are inside plastic packages, they can get microplastics inside their body at a very early age, which can affect their growth.
Thank you, Christopher, for that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what are the steps that we could take to reduce the plastic used, in our everyday lives?
I think that's a great question, and I think that should go to Hudson.
So we could reduce the amount of plastic getting into our environment, affecting our environment. Hudson?
So one crucial step is to reduce our use of single-use plastics by opting for
Factual.
reusable alternatives and properly managing our plastic waste. We can help prevent further pollution. Additionally, supporting initiatives that promote plastic-free living and advocating for stricter regulations on plastic pollution and disposal can make a significant impact.
Dude, that's good. It's also essential to raise awareness. No, nothing's funny, Hudson. It's also essential to raise awareness about the issue of microplastics, educating others about the sources and impacts of microplastics can help reduce the amount of plastic pollution in our environment.
Yeah, and we could do this by, creating podcasts like we're doing. We could go to schools, educate schools, maybe go to college campuses and, maybe post about on social media, Instagram, stuff like that. Get groups together, get people excited about it. And yeah.
We could also make people jobs to volunteer, post about volunteers, posters around the street, so they can help clean up the beach and the streets. Because everything on the streets, when it rains, it goes down to the gullies and the sewers, and it all pours out into the ocean. So anything you throw away on the street will end up in the water.
Yep. And this really affects our environment, our food chain, and even our food supply. There's actually over 5 trillion microtons of microplastic in the ocean. That's a lot of plastic. Yeah, that's me.
That's a very big problem. Because a long time ago, even 100 years ago, there was no plastic in the ocean.
What about 120 years ago?
Oh my god,
None.
bro, shut up.
This is part 2. Continuing on to part 1. Like I was saying, there's 5 trillion tons of microplastics in our ocean. This is very scary, and it's doubling every year. I mean, we need to really stop this issue. This can pose a great threat to not just humans but animals. It could block the GI tract of some birds,
Which
fish,
is the intestines.
Intestines, yes. Birds, fish, and can destroy our food system, or especially the food web. It can affect people by increasing risk of heart attacks, heart disease. It could also create developmental issues with pregnant women. And also I heard that it actually plays with your emotions, your hormones and stuff. It could actually change your hormones.
Crazy. I don't know how that. I don't.
You never heard of that?
No.
Yep.
I've heard that.
And it's in our shampoos, everything that we use, our toothpaste, and so every day we're eating millions of microplastics. and yeah, it's just building up in our body.
We
But-
must stop this.
Yep. Thank you for joining the plastic bag. This is the part 3 out of 4. We got one more episode after this, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye.